nice to be here. I just got back from a trip to Alaska. I spent the last week about as far away as you can get and still be in the United States. And it was fucking great. Has anybody here ever been to Alaska? Yes, nice. It was my 50th state, and I couldn't believe how beautiful it was. It was warm and sunny, and everything about it was great, except we had one mishap. My buddy Robert, who I mentioned in some songs before, Robert was there with me, and he and I went out fly fishing on a boat on the Kenai River, and it was a super beautiful day, and we were on the boat, and the fish were not biting, but it was still nice. We were wearing those rubber waders up to our armpits, you know. We looked really cool. We stopped a couple of times when the water was the more slow-moving parts and the shallower parts. I finally did catch one little guy, you know, on the stream. And then we took off, and they got a little bit faster and faster, and all of a sudden I caught a fish, and it was a big fish, apparently. What do I know? But the guy that was our guide, who was this young guy, really sweet guy, and he kept saying, "Well, that's a big one." Okay. And I took it all the way around the boat, and finally we got it in the net, and it was about, he said it was 27 inches long. And that's
what she said.
Hey, yeah. She said that's what she said. So, that would be horrible. We finally got it in the net, and so I was turned backwards in the boat looking at this giant fish, and all of a sudden our captain, or our skipper, or whatever the hell this young man was called, all of a sudden he starts screaming, "Holy shit, watch out, watch out!" And there was a downed tree that was sticking out from the riverbank, about 20 feet across, about half the river, and the river was running real fast, and we were going right into it. It was about 4 feet off the top of the river, and all of a sudden we were just right in it. We grabbed it and we stopped our forward momentum. Nobody got a branch through the eyeball, which was definitely a possibility at that moment. We were all tangled up with our fishing rods and our net, and our shit was all in the tree, and we kind of had to push through it. And then the problem was there was another down tree 5 feet further on. Bottom line is that we were trapped there, and we had to get rescued, and it took a couple of hours. Yeah, and it was kind of fucked up. Like, it had been really fun, like 1 second before that, and then... And my friend Robert is not the most athletic person in the world. He's an attorney, and he's great at that. And he runs a record label, and he's great at that. But as he pointed out when I was putting a life vest around his neck gently and telling him to breathe slow, he goes, "I'm not the strongest swimmer." And none of us are in this situation. So we finally got out, and we survived. But during that, at some point, I realized that, like with a lot of occasions, once you hit the 1,200 songs written mark, I had a song. Get me through this, Lord, and I'll do it. Oh, hold on, go say this. Here we go. Woo! Get me through this, Lord, and I'll do anything you say. Live right, read the good book, I'll settle down and pray. When Gabriel blows his horn, I know things might not go my way. Get me through this, Lord, and I'll do anything you say. Help me from this driftwood, Lord, I'll be a better man. Raise me from the deep sea in the palm of your great hand. Let me see tomorrow, and I'll try to understand how the sinking of my little vessel fits into your plan. Oh, here's to the Halcyon, forever may she rest at the bottom of the ocean, for the good Lord knows best. Made her for the longer you gave it to the sea. Good Lord, what do you propose to do with me? Lord, and I'll devote my life to you. Things look pretty bleak right now, but I know you'll come through. I've squandered my good fortune and my other fortune too. Get me through this, Lord, and I'll devote my life to you. I cannot change my past mistakes. I've led a life devoid of virtue. Either way, the man I am is dead and gone, although I know the past can come around to hurt you. Get me through this, Lord, I will never drink again. I'll pour over my Bible and I'll pour out all my gin. I'll prove to you a sinning man can turn his back on sin. Give me some fresh water, Lord, I'll never drink again. Here's to the Halcyon, forever may she rest at the bottom of the ocean, for the good Lord knows best. Made her from lumber, you gave it to the sea. Good Lord, what do you propose to do with me? Oh, here's to the Halcyon, forever may she rest at the bottom of the ocean, for the good Lord knows best. Made her from lumber, you gave it to the sea. Good Lord, what do you propose to do with me? Good Lord, what do you propose to do with me? Yeah!